Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of Divinity Dragon Commander. So we started this game last night and it's pretty cool. So we're about halfway done with Act 1 maybe. Took over about half the land. And this game is a mixture of an RTS, a political simulator, and eventually it will become a dating simulator. And it also has some risk-like components as well. So we're gonna jump right in here and figure out our next move. And see if we can finish Act 1 tonight. So hello to everyone in chat. Welcome to the stream. So let's load our game in. And I also played around with the dragon a little bit. So I think I fixed my issue with the dragon, so I should be able to use him properly. Not to say that I'll be very good using him, but I should be able to use him properly. Which is a much better start than what I was doing last night. I think the hardest part of this game is getting used to the keyboard commands. There are a lot of keyboard commands for this game. For being a simple RTS. So I think we are pretty much ready to do the strategic map part here. Wait a minute, I'm further than this. I am much further than this. I want to load main save here. I think this is the right save here. Yeah, thank you, Toy Suffix. I figured that out myself. So let's go here. So there's not much land left here, but the capitals I imagine are going to be pretty hard to take over. So the capital here, that's going to be pretty hard. So we have all kinds of units here. So they have a couple of bazookas and an infantry. And a jeep. And another jeep. Lots of bazookas. Oh, there's a transport. Alright, so I have, what do I have? I have 5 bazookas, 2 tanks, and 3 jeeps here. Got transport. Taking over the factory would be nice. But, I don't think I want to do anything this turn. I was actually kind of hoping they would come and attack me. So, let's see what we got here. Jeeps are good against light ground units. And weak against tanks and heavy unit. The bazookas are weak against the light infantry. Hmm. And they're strong against tanks. Let's get a couple more jeeps. How much money do I have? 24 gold. Get a bazooka. Another infantry. So let's move him here. Move the jeep here. We'll leave the inventory right where it's at. And let's end our turn here. Build up our defenses here a little bit. Oh, they're building more units. Men and women have come. Men and women to have equal wages. Hope she gets a concussion from slamming through glass ceiling. Shouts Sir Silvervein. This just in. Dragons apparently hibernate. Our Emperor, the new sensation. So we got the combat card, the Unity buff. Your general's actions have influenced the Empire. So Scarlet has gained a new level in Patient. And Catherine has gained a new level in Light Unit Specialist. Nice, nice. So let's go to the throne room here and see what issues we're going to debate today.
Commander, the war is displacing a great many people, and thus the influx of a great many foreigners into the realm is inevitable. Many of them are driven to crime by want or ill will. To that effect, I propose that if a foreigner is found guilty of an offense, he or she should be deported immediately. Delinquency is on the rise, and we need a few effective deterrents to curb its proliferation.
I would agree with that. Commit a crime, you're out of this country. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
Foreign criminals seem to abound like sand on the beach these days, Commander. Let's be rid of them like Falstaff suggests. In fact, the sea would be as good a border as any to make them cross. Yes, let them drown for their misdeeds.
They're not very nice.
Many criminals inhabit our realm, Commander. Such is the unpleasant reality. Some of them are domestic, some of them are foreign. Punish them when they are caught, but do not make the distinction.
Okay. Let's see what she has to say.
Oberon and I are of the same mind in this matter, Commander. Deportation just seems a bit excessive. And I very much doubt it's the structural solution Sir Silvervein hopes it to be.
No, Commander. Falstaff has it all wrong. We imps force foreign convicts to do all sorts of dirty and dangerous jobs. Why deport when we can make them drudge?
Oh, we're going to approve this measure. Although the imps are going to really hate us. The imps are really going to hate us.
Capital, Commander. Let others provide for this petty riffraff. We'll have none of them no more. Souls jail overcrowding too. We're killing 2 burglar birds with 1 stone here.
Yeah, I never noticed that, Leonette. Never noticed that. So how much resource do I have? I have 9. I don't think there's anything I'm gonna get. Let's see what we got here. Could get some priest. None of these skills are practically useful. I mean, this could be somewhat useful. So, I think I'll save my points for next round. They need 40 points. Wow, that's a lot. Let's see a dragon.
Praise be that I know. Gladly shall I do so.
Well, that could be useful. One unit. So I get movement speed. So I can't get any of this yet. Yes, just have to play the original Sin games. 1 and 2. So you'll get there. I do have original Sin 1. But I have not yet purchased original Sin 2. Let's get this. And let's go to the war room here. Save as main save here. I'm sure it's really good. I like to play games in order as they were released, and I prefer to wait for like the Game of the Year edition for Divinity Original Sin 2 before I get it. That's usually how I roll. So I'll play with the best version that's available. So let's go to the map here. Probably gonna attack somebody this round here. Got 4 jeeps, 2 tanks. I got 6 bazookas. That's not too many bazookas, man. I'm assuming they'll bring everybody in. Since I saved it, let's just do this. This is an enemy country that has an enchantment. The more enchanted the country is, the more defense the country has. This could be bad. This could be very bad. We'll bring everybody in. And we'll buy more units here. And let's give this a go. Let's give this a go. This is going to be a very tough battle here, I believe. Oh, it's 50-50, almost. Oh, that's 38%. Minus 2% luck. Oh, very intense. I think I need to play cards in this one. Do you have any grenadiers? The jeep, tanks, infantry. Enemy troopers. Let's try this. That doesn't help. I don't have any troopers. Alright, Leonard. We'll check it after the stream. Let's try. Let me try. Priest. Maybe some of these guys. That brings that to 47%. I don't have any troopers. They only have 3 of these. So decrease the health points. That's not gonna help much. Let's give this a shot here. Just out of curiosity, what are my chances with everybody else here? It's only like a 50-50 shot. Alright, let's give this a shot here. It's probably gonna end badly. But let's do it. Let's see what we got here. Dragon Supercharge. We'll definitely need my dragon for this one, most likely.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Where is the... they're already there. I need to get there.
Where's my gold, Commander?
We don't have to.
On the trail.
Construction underway, Commander. We're out of recruits, Commander.
They'll be squished like grapes, sire.
Awesome.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Oh, I have dudes here already.
Factory completed. We need more recruits, Commander.
Not enough recruits.
You found me, did you?
It'll be built in a jiffy. Enemy grenadiers have been equipped. Anti-ground turret completed. Recruitment citadel completed.
Ready for the Blitzkrieg. Our glory foretold.
Anti-ground turret completed. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Alright. Light.
Construction underway, Commander.
Big guy coming through.
Let's do it
Out
faster.
of recruits, Commander.
Not enough recruits. I need to get this.
The best way to see Rivellon is through the crosshairs of my double barrel.
Wall factory completed.
Awesome.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. We need more recruits, Commander.
You're blowing my cover!
Let's move everybody up here. Nobody seems to be coming down this way. Actually, let's send them here.
Hunters off the leash.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
Sound the trumpets, hunters here.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Trooper ready to march.
I got my license to kill.
Coming to stage another attack here.
Hunter on the prowl.
All oiled up and ready to go.
Construction in progress.
No mountain can stop us.
We'll crush them one leg at a time. Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed.
What is going on with the jargon? I had no problems before. Now I'm having issues. But we won.
Construction underway, Commander.
Rock and roll, baby. Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom.
On the trail.
Anti-ground turret completed.
I hunt for your glory.
The Emperor will prevail. We could use some support, Commander. All is ours for the taking.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Let's try that.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready.
Hunters off the leash.
Constructed to fight. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Let's continue.
Sound the
Oh,
trumpets,
still have a ton of units here.
Walking beer keg, reporting for duty.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Grenadiers are filled up with ale.
Alright, get more units built. They have a new army coming here. Soon we're going to be on the move here shortly. Couldn't quite take it.
Hunters off the leash.
Trooper ready to march.
Oh, what are you doing up here?
Sound the trumpets, hunters here. Picking up their scent.
Oh, it's moving. Let's move back. Let's build more units.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
So many units. There's so many units coming in. Holy crap.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Where's my gold, Commander?
Firing up. Warlock awaiting orders. Warlock ready.
License to kill. Show me my prey.
Awesome.
Rock and roll, baby.
Your unit will roll out momentarily,
So,
Commander. Your unit will soon be ready.
Crush them. Let's go and attack them.
The Emperor shows us the way.
Grenadier, fresh from the barracks. More kills, more beers.
We got blasted.
Where's my gold, Commander?
I will drench their torn banner in blood.
Kill these guys off. Awesome.
Construction in progress.
Let's build a
Will be
recruitment
built in a
center.
jiffy. Construction in
Factories.
progress. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Here's to you, sire.
I think I got this.
I will stand until my last breath. Anti-ground turret completed. factory completed.
Our glory foretold. Bring me the spoils of war!
That's like that one. Crushed them. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Still, dragon, controlling that dragon is really rough. Really rough. And all my units survived, which is pretty awesome. And now we have another factory. Mass deportation of foreign criminals underway. Isn't a dragon a foreigner too? Lizard lawyer asks. Emperor accused of war crimes and latest victory. Investigation could take years. Emperor denies all charges. Maxos demands newspaper to inspire rather than to Wikideal. Just like the dragon does. We Wikideal Maxos' grammar. So as you see our political stuff, the imps are not liking us very much at the moment. But I want to try to keep everyone around 50%. So that way when you take over lands, it'll be a little bit easier. Your policies have the following consequences. So we get this card. Politics enemy, devastators in selected country won't be able to move this round. The treasury is overflowing with gold, Commander. Thieves have been eyeing it greedily. Alright. So let's talk to these guys here.
So, Oberon is putting poof nuptials back on the agenda, is he? When will those blasted elves realize marriage is about procreation, not pleasure or passion? Can't these queers be happy with what they have? Used to shoot them on sight barely a century ago.
Oh boy.
Commander, I intend to propose legislation later today that will make it possible for gay couples to be married. I know I'll get some pretty stiff opposition from Falstaff and especially Yorick, so I'm hoping I can count on your support.
Alright.
Sir Falstaff raises some proper concerns about family values and the likes, but that holier-than-thou collection of bones will prattle on and on about gods and such nonsense. Nothing we can't handle.
Oh boy. Alright, let's go to the bar here. So what's going on? We gotta talk to the undead guy
Seven
here.
wither Oberon's tongue for uttering such perversions. He and his depraved ilk would allow men and women to fornicate with others of their own gender. How base, how vile can one become? God save us from this debauchery.
How vile can one become? You're an undead dude. That's pretty vile in itself.
Commander, could you spare me a moment? Now, I know I'm a general and politics isn't my field of expertise, but I was hoping you'd support Oberon in his attempts to allow marriage for people of the same sex. It's a pet peeve of mine, you see. Live and let live, I say. Why do others get to decide who someone may or may not love? None of their bloody beeswax. So much hypocrisy would be exposed for what it is, you know. Think of the famed lizard artist Della Gecko, for instance. Everybody knows he's gay, but he was forced to marry a duke's daughter. 2 lives made miserable because of senseless so-called moral objections. The whole business is unconscionable if you stop and think about it.
Alright. Okay, I don't have any problem with gay marriage.
Thanks, Commander. You're a doll. I'd give you a kiss that'd blow your jetpack off if you weren't off limits.
What a glorious battle you fought, Commander!
Oh, you don't have anything new to say?
You fight with cunning, Commander, and you lead by example. Your example, of course, was I.
Yeah, you don't have anything good to say either. Alright, that's it there. Let's see what we got in the laboratory here. So we're probably gonna invest in a tank here. So those strong against medium and heavy units, and weak against air and infantry. The only problem with tanks is the infantry stuff is that the enemy tends to use a lot of infantry. This might be useful too. I think I'll go with tank here. Get the tanks. So let's save our game here, and let's continue on here. So far so good. This game isn't too hard to get. You got another factory here, which is nice. But we will be saving the capital for last. Because once you take the capital over, I believe it's going to automatically switch to Act 2. So we want to try to get as many technology as we can, and maybe build up a slush fund as well, and build up some extra technology points so we can have a quick start in Act 2. That is kind of my plan. So this would be a good place to take over because it had the factory there. We got here 5 infantry, 5 bazookas, whew, and 2 jeeps. This is also going to be a tough area to take. Hello there, Hanmo Plays. Welcome to the stream. Time to watch some Dragon Commander here. So I guess we're a little less than 3/4 of the way through this first map. So, alright, let's see what we can do next. I'm actually gonna hold the fort here and see if they attack me. The game is quite fun, but I have a hard time controlling the dragon. It's hard to get him to move in a correct direction. Kind of a strange way that works. But the OCS mode is pretty nice, and the rest of the game is pretty nice as well. Hello there, Bax and Wise, and thank you for the host. So let's see what we're gonna buy. So I've been mostly playing the OCS mode without the dragon, since he's pretty hard to control. So let's get a couple of warlocks in. And I want to build maybe another tank. That should be good there. So let's see, you have lots of people here, 1 technology here. And how much money? So you have 2 right now. Not much money, not much research. So if I wanted to build another tavern, oh wow. So these increase in price, so for every building you build, the next building of the same type costs more money. So that kind of sucks. You got 45 gold for another factory, holy crap. Strategy cards are also pretty nice. Let's get a parliament building. Spend our money. And let's take a turn here. See if the enemy attacks me. They do. That's what I was hoping for. That was what I was hoping for. So what do I have? I have 2 infantry and a jeep and a bazooka. They have 5 infantry and 5 bazookas. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. Yeah, I wish they would do. Oh wow, they have a 85% advantage over me. Let's play this card. 1%. Not worth it. Not worth playing that either. I'm not very good with the priests. I tend to get them blown up. So I might have to bring in more people from the capital. So how do you actually remove a card? There we go. We can remove the card by right-clicking. Yeah, this game does have many different layers to it. This makes it kind of an interesting type of game. Even though all the layers are more basic than what we find in a game that's specific for that type. But I think they mashed them all together pretty nicely. Let's just go with the basics here. And take my dragon. And see if we can do this. I do have a jeep. If we can survive the initial onslaught, we should be able to take this map. So let's get ready and go. But I have a feeling that this is not going to go well.
I hunt for your glory.
Oh, we got that as well.
Recruits, Commander.
Oh crap, I already got a bunch of people coming over already.
Construction underway, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander.
That is so many.
On the trail.
So many infantry there, man. Holy crap.
Blood. Anti-ground turret completed.
All for hail!
Anti-ground turret completed.
And they took it over already? Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna end badly here.
You're blowing my cover.
Construction in progress. It will be built in a jiffy.
I have nothing to do here.
We're out of recruits, Commander.
There's no way to win that. No way to win that one. Maybe get my dragon out, maybe.
Not enough recruits to turn into a dragon, Commander.
Yeah, that's over. Let's try it one more time. This time I'll keep all my troops in one place. See if that helps.
Construction in progress. We need more recruits, Commander.
Let's take an infantry over here instead.
I'll be the last thing they see.
Construction underway, Commander.
They won't even see me coming.
Anti-ground turret completed.
Oh god, the split. I'm in trouble.
Anti-ground turret completed. It will be built in a jiffy.
Time to get drunk and fight!
Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress. We're out of recruits, Commander. It will be built in a jiffy. Recruits, Commander. Recruitment citadel completed. Anti-ground turret completed. We're out of recruits, Commander.
I'm in trouble. Yep, I'm in trouble.
That's impossible, Commander.
I am dead. Alright, that's retreat. They don't have enough recruits to get my dragon out. Don't have enough recruits. So let's load the game back in. And let's get more troops over. Oh, we got this instead. We got the bomber units. So that's. Get the jeep. Yes. I'll save that for special occasions. Alright, let's get some more units here. Look at a tank, a jeep, and a bazooka. And then, buy another jeep. And I really like the jeep because they're fast. They are fast. And let's give this a shot here. So they're still gonna attack me. Lots of infantry. Should be an easier battle now that I have more troops. And they're putting in the Zeppelins. Zeppelins not gonna matter too much here. I might as well use it. This card is it's not worth very much. What we got here? Let's try that. And let's do this.
Picking up their scent.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander.
Yes, you get to choose a dragon at the very beginning. You pretty much get the option of a fighter dragon, a one that does fighter air magic, or a magic dragon.
We need more recruits, Commander. Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed. It'll be built in a jiffy.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Let's get this dance of death started. Recruitment citadel completed.
Bring me the spoils of war!
Force them to withdraw, which is nice.
Construction underway, Commander.
Your turns
It'll be
here.
built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander.
So get more recruitment center here.
Progress.
You found me, did you?
Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed.
Perfect.
Battle forge completed.
I think we have control. They have. We have all that. Alright, this is gonna get interesting here.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Recruitment citadel completed. It'll It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. Construction underway, Commander.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
They had no chance.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Anti-ground turret completed.
Warlock awaiting orders.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Perfect.
Go on, give me a target.
Alright, so we're doing pretty good here.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
You found me, did you? There'll be trophies on your wall.
I think the jeeps can hit these guys, or bazookas only. It's only the bazookas.
Like the wind.
Yeah, it's going much better so far.
Hunters off the leash.
I can actually turn the dragon and take those out. Get some tanks.
Unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
I got my license to kill.
I'm out of magic. Or too far away from Alright. Let's try that.
The Emperor shows us the way.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Oh, they have a bunch of units coming over there.
They won't even see me coming.
All is ours for the taking.
Go on, give me a target.
Construction in progress. Will be built in a jiffy. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed. Construction underway, Commander.
I think I got this battle now.
Found me, did you?
We're getting pinned here.
Oh, I'm having trouble with the dragon again.
I will stand until my last breath.
Oh.
No one defies the will of the Emperor.
And we have this one. We have defended our country.
Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom.
So why isn't the battle over yet? There we go. Cool. So I didn't lose any units, and they lost all of theirs, which means they only have 1 unit left. General tries to influence policy. We're headed for a military dictatorship if this continues, says angry Sir Silverman. The old feudal system versus the new empire. A journalist decimation. Imps lack inspiration. Imps copy enemy armor design to the letter. Oh, I got transfer mercenaries. Not sure how that helps me at all. But cool. Alright, so this is I guess where we're going to talk about the gay marriage policy.
So, you're backing the fairies, are you? Both the elves and the other kind. Thin end of the wedge, if you ask me, Commander. They'll be marrying goats next.
Gay marriage is a reality. You've written history, Commander. Long have we elves fought for what we think is an example of basic equality. But never has a monarch given us his public support. Bravo!
Alright, let's go to the throne room here.
Commander, every citizen in the realm pays taxes. Every industry does the same. But which is the one institution that escapes the taxman? Why, the church, of course. Hardly fair, is it? So why not introduce a temple tax? Let every temple, church and cathedral pay, say, a monthly fee as a token of goodwill toward the Empire. After all, does not the church benefit too from a strong and wealthy state?
That'll be a negative. I don't need any more money at the
When will
moment.
that filthy dwarf finally pass a single day without resorting to sacrilege, base and vile? The Church of the Seven is holy, above such secular concerns as taxes. If you want yet more gold for the royal coffers, you had better look elsewhere, Commander.
Introduce this new tax, Commander, and the church will just demand more of the public in donations. So in the end, who will really pay? The man in the street. And they give more than their share already.
I tend to agree with you there.
Church of the Seven is one of the wealthiest organizations in Rivlon, Commander, and it's true they don't impart as much as tuppence to the treasury. So Falstaff is right, hardly fair.
Temple tax. What a marvelous idea. Take from the Seven and give it to science. Falstaff's got it.
Oh, the imps are really gonna hate me. Really gonna hate me. So we'll deny that.
You haven't a mercantile mind, Commander. I was dangling millions in front of you, and all you had to do was extend your hand. Bloody priests would have gotten nothing but their just desserts.
So, alright. This should probably give us more of, the people would probably support us more. Since we don't have a temple tax.
Seven save us from the dragon, for where he goes, vice sprouts like infectious corruption. disseminates like a poisonous contagion. Ghouls coveting not women as they should. Hags longing for anything but the male touch. Abhorrent is the hell you stage.
Thanks again for passing that new marriage law, Commander. There are these 2 lizard girls I know, and they tied the knot the moment the news broke. What a feast we had! I don't remember any of it.
Cool.
You triumphed yet again. Keep up this pace, and the war will be over in no time.
Up.
Naught but a skirmish we fought today, but the way you handled it was
Impressive. Of course. Of course. Alright. What do we got here? The tank to transport infantry and bazooka units. That could come in handy. But do I want anything in the advanced section here? No, not yet, Handle Players. I don't think that happens until Act 2. We are still in Act 1 at the moment. So... I don't think that's gonna help me much. Strong against sea units and air units. Don't think this is going to be a more powerful transport. I think these are just attack boats. Can't get anything an expert yet. Alright, let's get this. And, let's get some priests too. Alright, and we're done here. Let's save our game. And to main save here. There we go. Let's look at the battle map now. So the Elven lands are pretty much gonna be ours. They just have a couple jeeps. And this might be the first time we'll actually be able to use an auto battle thing here. Let's see here. It's 2 bazookas. And 2 jeeps. Let's get some tanks over here. We'll buy a couple more tanks here. That should be good enough for an auto battle, I think. And let's end that turn. Maybe we could build a building here. I thought I built a parliament here. Let's build a parliament though. 88%. So we can get Catherine. Give us 90%. 91. So let's have Catherine do this. And let's do it. We'll do an auto-resolve battle here. 90% chance of winning. So we lost bazooka. Citizens must pay taxes, by God, stay exempt. And the functionaries too. Emperor allows gay marriage, corrupts morals of the nation. War economy pays off. Some say. We ask, at what cost? The dwarves don't like us much anymore. This might be of interest, sire. Increased fire rate. Your jeeps fire 50% faster. Your policies have following consequences. You will receive 2 gold less per turn. The 7 bless you. Your luck has increased by 4. So we'll actually get +2 to luck. And we will eliminate our gold bonus that we got when we denied health coverage. So everything evens out except for we get more luck. Which is a good stat to have in this game. Luck is actually pretty useful. It increases your chances of winning battles. So let's talk to the Lizard Council lady.
I hope you don't mind, Commander, but I've requested that a few of your generals should undo the havoc that is being caused by a group of lizard rebels. These misguided souls have taken to the teachings of a cult that worships the so-called One God, and they're causing no end of unrest where they dwell. I'm sure Henry and Edmund are the proper officers for the job, wouldn't you agree? They'll need to be diplomatic, though, if they seek to succeed.
I will see what I can do. Let's talk to the Edmund first.
A dear old lady, our Prospera, but it saddens me to see senility is taking hold. She actually wants me to work together with that barrel of gin they call a general. It would be almost comical, if it weren't so galling.
Let's see.
Were that I were the monarch and you the general, I'd kill for one of your powers, whereas you hardly have need of us.
Alright, so I guess this will up to Henry here.
Commander, a word in your ear. There seems to be a spot of trouble in one of the provinces. Some lizard rebel running amok. Naught but a trifle that Prospera has requested us to deal with. But she wants me and Bloody Edmund to go together. Yes, he's a lizard too, it stands to reason. But the man's as pleasant as a cactus down your trousers. So if you don't mind, I'll go alone.
No, we're not going alone. Since the lizards are rebelling a little bit, I think we should take a lizard with us, obviously. Since it will go better. I need my general to be able to work together in a civilized manner. This would be good opportunities for practice.
Practice? I'll be practicing skittles with his balls before the day is out. You know that cold-blooded cretin annoys me to no end. I'll follow your orders, Commander. But we're supposed to quell an uprising, you know. Not add fuel to the fire.
Alright, so we got more research. We're getting lots of research points now. We have a cruiser here. How many points? I have 11. What do I want to spend my points on here? That requires manual control. All these skills that you can give your units require manual control. So it's kind of hard to do that, hard to get that control. But let's get this bazooka, infectious mutation. Alright. Back to the war room. With luck, I get more gold in the long run. That is also very possible. Let's save our game here. And the main save. And let's see what we got here. So this is the capital. We don't want to take that over quite yet. There's nobody here. Always be saving. Yeah, save it then. Saving at the beginning of each round here, just in case I need to make some changes before I spend my money. So what do they have here? Ooh, 7 infantry and 2 bazookas. Oh, this game has quick save. I keep forgetting. This has quick save. I'm used to playing older games where there's no quick save option. So I go in and manually save everything. They do have a transport. We really need to get up here and take this over. But I need to get my transport over there first. So I got 2 movement points though. I think I'm gonna destroy this factory here. Let's build something else. Let's see what else we can get here. Wizard towers are not that useful. A gold mine might be useful here. How many gold does this have? 5. A gold mine would be good here. Give us extra gold per ton. So now we get into the undead territory here. So the undead, we're 55%, so. So I can have a good boost though. We should be okay. A golden opportunity. Haha, funny to have now. Funny. Very funny. I'm not sure if I risk moving anybody in here, because I'm not sure who all is gonna come in here. You know, or if they're gonna come in and attack me instead. Which is what my greatest fear is. So I think I'm gonna buy more units and wait it out this turn and see what the enemy does. So let's do another Jeep. I only got 14 gold. And maybe another tank here. Oh, I keep building 10,000 units. Holy crap. 2 generals sent to quell minor provincial problem. Don't they have war to win at indigenous encounters? This just in, dragons apparently hibernate, killing through chemistry, the Emperor's ethics. Yeah, I upgraded the bazookas. Your general's actions have influenced the Empire, so we got a unit buff here.
What a pair Edmund and Henry make, Commander. Worry no longer. The insidious religion of the one god no longer tempts a single lizard in the realm. They either pay homage to the Seven, or have the good sense not to prattle on about gods at all.
Very good. Let's talk to Edmund here.
Never would I have expected the likes of Henry to wag such a silver tongue. There must be some brain cells left neath that simian cranium of his after all. Holding on for dear life, I expect.
We've returned from our mission, Commander. All's well among the lizards again. No more praise for the one god anymore, but proper prayer for the Seven, or whatever floats their boat. I was hoping for at least some resistance, so that I could spill a mite of their cold blood. But there was none to be had. Diplomacy, aka idle chatter, saved the day. Wasn't such a bad thing looking back on it, that serpent of an Edmund tagged along. Obviously we were plotting each other's demise from the get-go, but when push came to shove, we both wanted to appear the greater general, forced us to bring our A-game. Long story short, the cultists renounced their evil ways and were accepted back into society. Boring as fig stew. But Prospera's over the moon. She can stay there for all I care.
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
Sup, Commander?
Alright, that's it there. Let's go to the laboratory, see what else we can buy. So we got 9 research a day. So let's see what we got here. There's still a lot of stuff I can get here. Let's get a Zeppelin. And right. Go to the war room and let's do an F5. Did it actually save anything? I have no idea. Ah, it does. Quick save. That works. But it says new quick save for every save that I do. So let's see our next move here. So they're building a lot of infantry here. Which means I need a lot of jeeps. So I'm gonna move the 6 jeeps here. This might be a very, very bad idea. Let's build another Jeep. Okay. So let's do that. Oh, I'm glad I could convince other people to play this game. It's fun. It's fun. At least the first act is fairly easy. I do recommend going to the tutorials. There are tutorials for this game, which basically explains the RTS components. Doesn't go into anything else except for the RTS part. So let's see how well that works out. Let's go next turn and see what happens. Alright. I have 82%. Hmm. 82 is pretty good. I shouldn't have to use any cards here. $84. 87. So let's use Henry here. And well, we're going to auto-resolve this one as well. Yeah, if you haven't played strategy games, this game will probably be pretty hard. Like the OTS mode is pretty difficult because you have to rush. That is probably one of the most important parts of the OTS mode in this game. Is if you do not rush, you will lose. You will lose. All right, so we won that. Cult of Crazies lavish with leniency. They deserve death, not diplomacy, claimed outraged Yorick. The old feudal system versus the new empire. A journalist. Decimation. 3 naked dragon posters inside. Oh boy. 3 naked dragon posters. What could be more exciting than that? This might be of interest, sire. So we got a boost population and a combat card. Nice, nice, and nice. More cards. Go to the throne room.
Commander, you know we elves sometimes stuff our pipes with a few Druidini leaves so as to experience its gentle, mind-altering effects. There are some that say its use should be outlawed, but I want to propose...
Whoops. Accidentally clicked. So they basically want to legalize drugs here. Let's listen to this.
Both in sickness and in health, we recognize the judgment of the gods, Commander, as we do in convalescence and death. Interfering by means of medicine is already a sin. Adding the use of vile narcotics to the equation merely aggravates the misdeed.
Uh-huh.
Commander, you know we elves sometimes stuff our pipes with a few Druidini leaves so as to experience its gentle, mind-altering effects. There are some that say its use should be outlawed, but I want to propose the exact opposite. Studies have shown this plant's medicinal use can do wonders to alleviate pain. So I think Every doctor should be allowed to administer Drudenai like any other remedy.
I am with you, Elven dude. I am with you.
What is it with the elves and their damnable love for hallucinogenic leaves? I've seen those who use it, sitting around with bloodshot eyes, talking gibberish. Medicinal! Malicious, more like.
Commander, if Drudenai truly possesses the qualities attributed to it by Oberon, and under responsible medical supervision, it may be used to alleviate pain, then of course, I support the Elven bid. It is only logical.
Yeah, the lizards are probably the most logical of the political party here.
Our studies show Oberon is correct, Commander. Sure, it took our researchers a very long time to write down their results, which they did in the weirdest of phrases, and for some reason they et and et and et. But one simply cannot dismiss their deductions.
Alright, so we can get some bonus bounty points with the imps here by agreeing. So we're gonna agree with this. So the undead are not gonna like me as much anymore.
Thank you, Commander. Drudenai really is a wonderful herb if used with care and consideration. Hopefully the bad reputation it suffers among the likes of Falstaff and Yorick will dwindle in time because of today's decision. Light those pipes, I say!
Let's do that! Alright. So, let's see what else we can buy. Since we get 10 research points a day, we can get one technology a day here. What do you want to get here? Probably should get the cruiser here. Get all the buildings that we can units that we can purchase. Okay, let's do let's save our game. And continue on here. There's a tavern and the capital. And I forgot about this dude here. We can bring him over here. Yeah, the first act is pretty easy. I am pretty sure when we get the second act, the second map is gonna be a little more difficult. So we get the bazooka here. If we can take this factory out, that would be a good thing. They have lots of infantry. Holy crap. Do they have a lot of infantry? Really nice to jump right in here. I'm not sure how I'm played. I never played this game before. This is a blind run. I just know that there are 3 maps that we'll have to conquer. So there's 3 acts. And in Act 2 that we will have, we will be able to pick our bride. But that's about the extent of my knowledge of the future of this game. I'm gonna send my tanks all the way over here. This is a risky move. This is gonna be a very risky move. But let's do it. So, we get a cruiser. A light naval unit that targets other naval units as well as aerial targets. This unit uses this unit to effectively take out enemy transports. So you can't put people on this. I do want to get another transport here. Get another tank here as well. And let's see what happens in the next turn here. I think this is a good play here. So we have jeeps here. There should be another jeep here. So they have a lot of infantry units. And jeeps are good against taking out those infantry units. So we instantly took over that area. So we have a battle here. What are we fighting here? 1 bazooka versus 5 jeeps. We have a 100% chance of winning this battle. So let's have the militia. So you can have a general do it, which gives you a bonus to your percentage. So if I choose Catherine, you get since we're at 100%, we really can't show it much. But the militia, wait a minute, it costs less gold to have your generals do it. Is that what I'm reading that right? Wage 8. Oh, so this is... Okay, so this is the amount of gold that I have left. So if I have Scarlet do it, that means I only have 2 gold left. So I'm gonna have the militia do it. And let's do it. Doping doctors administer Dundere to patients, leave hospitals as addicts. War economy pays off, some say, but what we ask, at what cost? How you can survive the war. So the dwarves don't like me much either, or the imps. Your policies have the following consequences. So we get increase the gold revenue of your country for 200 by 200 by increase the gold revenue of your country to 250% for 1 turn. And we get 2 combat cards. You're devastated at 50% more health. And we got some more priest mercenaries. That's pretty cool here. We got lots of gold now and lots of technology. Let's go to the bar.
Edmund seems to be in a mood fouler than an ogre's abattoir. We were just trading routine insults when I said, "Your grandmother was an orc," and immediately he tried to get his bloody hands round my throat. Madcap lizard. Who gets so upset over such a childish taunt?
I think we have a language barrier here.
Commander, a most grave and ignominious matter has come to my attention. Some dwarven quack, styling himself a scientist, claims he has found conclusive proof that we lizards, and some form of degenerate aquatic orc, are descendant of one and the same ancestor. He means to publish this rot in the Rivellon Scientific Gazette, thereby causing irreparable damage to our species' reputation. With the utmost insistence, I therefore urge you to halt this publication. And if the matter of censorship bothers you, think nothing of it. By blocking the printing of this inane nonsense, you're safeguarding not only the good standing of all lizards, but of the illustrious Gazette as well.
I do not believe in censorship.
A dwarven scholar? Really? The very notion is ludicrous.
Some say humans have more in common with apes than they like to admit, so why not orcs with lizards? I'm not going to ban a scientific publication, and that is that.
You'd be singing a different tune if it were dragons and dung beetles that were said to have matching progenitors, wouldn't you? To hell with that dwarf. I dare say no one will believe his tripe anyway.
Scientific publications have scientific proof. So,
Triumph begets triumph, it seems.
Ah, to be in the thick of battle. With you calling the shots, it's a joyride rather than a jeopardy.
alright. Not much happening in this round. Just continue buying Galaxy technology here. Looking at the sea mine. This might be useful. Let's get that. I'll get that as well. Awesome. So let's go back to the war room here. Save our game. And let's map our next move here. So I can actually build something here. There's no research at this place. So this is a good place to put a tavern of some sort. Taverns are very expensive now. I don't see how this works since the research still costs the same. Let's get another parliament building. So we have a transport here. So we're just gonna go up here and get rid of this bazooka. So we should be able to take his tank. Shouldn't need any more than that. So let's go here. So next turn we'll be able to take them out. Ah yes, the Heimer plays, you see here, these are skeleton lands. And then these are elven lands. And if we look at our empire overview, depending on how popular you are, which depends on how easy it is to recruit recruits when you go into OTS mode to fight the battle. But this only comes into play if you are going to manage the OTS mode as a dragon. I don't think it applies if you are doing the auto combat. Alright, so lots of infantry, man. Holy crap. Let's build another, let's build something else. I think we need to build a transport. So we can get the islands. I probably should buy a cruiser as well. I don't know if units will transfer from one act to another or if the units reset. But I'll buy a cruiser. I don't have enough money. No money. We got transport, so we'll get take this land over. Take this land over as well. All right, let's end our turn here. Not much we can do here. There's a battle here. So 2 infantry versus 5 jeeps. This is gonna be an auto battle. 99% have the militia. Lizards and orcs once bumped uglies, undead mortified by lewd behavior. Emperor's fury of victories, back to a fiction. You deserve to be lied to, says Emperor. Alright, so we get dragon power. What do you got here?
I never would have thought that science could be so amusing, Commander. Most of it insults the gods, you see, but this lizard business has tickled my funny bone.
Haha.
Orcs in another guise. Out with the lizards, I said. Civilized race no longer. I was joking, of course, but by the 7, the look on Edmund's face was worth it.
I must say, Commander, that I am very disappointed a time-honored academic journal has published such wild conjectures about us lizards. Positively everyone is laughing behind our backs. Yorick's little bid to have us removed from the list of civilized races only aggravates matters, though I believe he spoke in jest.
Don't censor anything. So let's go to the bar.
Leave it to old man Charwin, Commander. He'll set things straight. I knew there was something fishy about those lizards. Aquatic orcs. Maybe that's what we should call them from now on.
It is abhorrent, Commander. Gutter press of the lowliest sort. The Rivellon Scientific Gazette has gone ahead and published that accursed gnome's findings. Every lizard in the realm has been made a mockery of, and it happened with your blessing. Did you know that the undead, those blundering bits of discarded carcass, have proposed that because of our alleged link with orcs, we lizards should be stricken off the list of 6. No longer a civilized race, but a wild one. We, who were the pinnacle of evolution, cast aside? Ha! Let them. Why would we want to be counted among inferiors anyway? Let them have their list of 5. We shall be the ones.
Bloody good show, Commander.
Looks like I'm gonna have to deal with some another political issue here. Dealing with racism here.
Commander, I'd like to address some issues I have with the Rivellon Times. Now, I know the press will try to embellish stories to make for more savory reading material. But half the stuff they print nowadays is fabricated nonsense of an almost always sensational or slanderous nature. I want you to reprimand them, Commander. I want it to be known that from now on they must either publish the truth or else publish no longer.
Oh, we have an issue with fake news. Sound familiar? Alright, so
There's no interest in this matter at all, Commander. I'll just flip a coin then. Head means yes, tail means no. And heads. Yeah, go ahead and reprimand them.
Alright.
The Rivellon Times is a dwarven and therefore commercial enterprise, Commander. Juicy stories sell copies. That is simplicity itself. I categorically deny, by the way, that our editors spread lies. Or at the very least, spread lies on purpose. So, if a chambermaid divulges to us a minister of the crown likes to spank his mistress in the bedroom, and this later turns out to be untrue, she is at fault, not we, for having printed her tale.
I think you need to do a little bit of investigation before you print anything. That is a problem.
I couldn't agree with Prospero more, Commander. The Rivellon Times journalists aren't simple fact-finders. No, they ferret for filth. Ever since I've become a counselor aboard the Raven, I've discovered dwarven newspapermen under my bed on no less than 3 separate occasions. And one I caught climbing through the bathroom window.
That's some nasty stuff there.
The Rivellon Times is no more than a daily dose of heresy for those that sinfully partake. Rather than admonish, you should abolish the thing altogether, Commander.
Alright, so we're going to eliminate fake news. And agree, we need to reprimand people who are posting stories that are not true.
I thank you, Commander. To inform the general public of the events of the Empire is a great responsibility, not a lackadaisical frivolity. The dwarves would do well to take this duty a bit more seriously. And their caricaturists especially could stand to be a bit more sensitive.
Okay. Back to the war room. Save the game. Go back to our map here. Oh, I have 2 transports. I didn't realize I had another one. That's fine. Yep, so we need to take those guys out. Let's take the tank here. Travel around. It's gonna take us another 2 days to get there. Let's build a cruiser here. That's about it. Oh yeah, we need to invest in technology here. By this point in the game, we really don't need to do anything since we are pretty much won. But we do want to get as many of these as we can, so that the next act we can focus on expert and master, or just expert, depending upon how it breaks everything out. Let's do this. This is useful. Here. Alright, and we're gonna have a battle here next time. So, let's end it. So we have 2 battles going on here. So you have 1 Jeep versus 5 Jeeps. And 2 tanks versus an infantry. So we gotta figure out which is gonna be the harder fight. Ooh. These guys are entrenched. So I think this is the battle that we're gonna have to handle here. Let's get a card out here. god, there's nothing really good here. Don't have anything really good. Don't have any jeeps. Saw this. What's this get us? Almost 50%. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's do this. Nothing changed here. Alright, OTS mode. Here we go. We need to get there. Yeah. ASAP.
Construction in progress.
Oh, that's not gonna be good. Ah, it's not gonna be good.
Construction underway, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy. Anti-ground turret completed. Wall factory completed. Anti-ground turret completed.
Our glory foretold.
That's impossible, Commander.
Oh yeah.
That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander.
So we can do this. I think I should have brought all my troops over.
That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander.
Overheated. Alright. Alright, let's go back here.
Your unit will soon be ready. No Never trust doctors or patients.
Get a couple jeeps going here. It's going to be quite interesting here. Alright.
That's impossible, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
Okay, let's see if we can go over here and take over the central piece here.
Sound the trumpets, hunters here.
Armor is weakening, sire.
Show me my prey. Population completed.
Oh.
Construction underway, Commander.
So this is going to be a tough map to win here.
Construction in progress. Everybody lies, even dying people.
Out of here, Commander!
Construction underway, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy.
And
Construction underway, Commander.
okay, so population's been depleted, which means I can't build any more units.
You're blowing my cover!
Recruitment citadel completed. Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed.
They're gonna go straight for my. Oh, we got this. We got this. think I won.
I'm going.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
You're blowing my cover. Hunter on the prowl.
It'll be built in a jiffy.
Alright. We won. That was interesting fight. Since I used my dragon mostly to win that battle. Since I realized I couldn't take over that central piece, which was critical to winning that fight. And I didn't lose any of my troops, surprisingly. I did lose one tank. So, alright. Nice. Which is fine, because this is all by itself. And, alright, this is the other battle that we have to fight. So, I'm not sure if it's even worthwhile using a general. I'm not sure if you get experience for using these guys, or if they just cost money. 98% is good enough, though. There we go. No headline today because the Rebellion Times has been censored by the Draconic Empire. Our sincerest apologies. Lizard to be stricken from record of civilization. About bloody time, says the others. Emperor rumored to have palace built with enemy bones. Countries in shock, barbaric tribe, not so much. Alright. Get dragon power. Dire news, Commander. Thieves plundered the treasury. Rumor has it rogue imps are covering the surplus research, Commander. So we got a risk card, political friendly. 50% discount, nice. And 4 hunter mercenaries, that's pretty awesome too. So we got a bar here.
How delightfully entertaining to see Catherine and Henry exploding in rage over a strategic disagreement. Like children they are, vainly trying to prove to one another they have the better toy. Of course, none of the two realizes they could argue till the dwarves grow tired of gold and never reach the tiniest epiphany. To wage war requires a distinct brand of genius. Where they are found wanting, I am found abounding.
By all the gods, real or imaginary, devils take my manhood if that Catherine creature isn't a bigger bitch than a mountain-sized mastiff. So what if I wage war by my own rules and care little for her so-called team tactics? That's no reason to question my ability. She's lucky she has tits to prove she's not a man, or I'd have beaten her more savagely than a dwarf is anvil. Besides, what's the use of standing shoulder to shoulder when you know the fella next to you will run once the swords start ringing and the blood begins to flow? Aye, that's what happened the day I lost my arm. I stood my ground, alone. And the rest of the Emperor's generals, they outran their wives and their litter trying to escape. So much for loyalty. So much for duty.
Alright, so I can imagine it's hard to put trust in someone when you've been through such an ordeal. We might not form a band of brothers yet, but we never will unless you give us a chance.
I find it a lot easier to tell the benefit of the doubt it can go shag itself. But if you insist, I'll give the others a chance. Though I'm sure they'll prove to be a bigger disappointment than looking for a brothel in an elf town.
Alright.
Ah, to be in the thick of battle. With you calling the shots, it's a joyride rather than a jeopardy.
Awesome. Alright, let's go to the laboratory here. We still have a lot of stuff to get. We still have a lot of stuff to get. So what we got here? What's going to be the most useful here? Polymorph might be come in handy. The next turn we'll be able to do, we'll get 2 10-point skills. So let's go back to the war room here.
Accursed be that hothead of a Henry, Commander. I'd rather swallow needles than endeavor a constructive discussion with him ever again. You know what he's like on the field. Always must he fly solo. Always must he go charging in like a bull in heat. Ridiculous. If he's thinking at all about what he's doing, it's with his brain that dangles, not deducts. The man's a menace, a danger to himself and others.
Awesome. Alright. Save our game. So what we got going on here? So we got the factory here. You can sell that building because you don't need that. So what's this place good at here? So you have 3 gold and 2 research. Let's get an academy here. And we have a transport here. So next turn we'll be able to take over this empty island here, and then we'll just wait until we get all our research done with some bonus points, and then we'll attack the capital. So I think we have this one pretty much wrapped up. Don't think I can spend any more money on units yet. Got 8 infantry. So we should probably buy a warlock. Maybe buy a zeppelin. And alright, let's see if the enemy decides to do anything here. Raven bartender tired of General's drunken babble. All he talks about is his imp arm, and he tips worse than a dwarf. Emperor, it's too early to rest on your laurels, torn between man and dragon. Alright, so we get unit buff. Warlocks do 75% more damage. And ground units on sale, so all ground units produced at 50% discount. Now, these cards will come in handy next act, I'm sure. Let's go to the bar here. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh, my head. Feels like there's an imp wedding celebration going on in there and they've just lighted the fireworks. I drank shots and played poker with Henry, Edmund, and Scarlet. Not a dime left in my pockets. But it was rather jolly, in a vulgar sort of way. Men will have their simple pleasures, you know. Games of chance, drinking games, etc. All made for a welcome change from Henry's moody ways, though. He was rather cordial, if you can believe it. Thought I'd see Maxos shave his beard first.
Alright, let's see what's going on at the bar here.
Next time Henry wants to play cards, I'll tell him I'd rather tongue kiss a rattler. Such an unrefined game, really. The pastime of booze hounds and imbeciles. Quite unfit for a man of my refinement. To change the subject entirely, could I receive my wages a bit earlier this month? I've had some unexpected expenses.
What? Hell no.
Commander, so I took your counsel to heart and decided I should give my fellow generals a chance to prove they are worthy of my esteemed friendship and perhaps even trust. What better test I can put them to, I ask myself, than the holy game of poker? See who's shrewd, behold who bluffs, descry who dares and when. So that's what I did. Rounded them up and played from dusk till dawn. You were right. They're not a bad bunch once you get to know them. Obviously, I left their purses emptier than Yorick's skull, which does do wonders for my temper. Can't rightly say if that endeared me to them, but I'm sure as hell would like to see more of them once this month's wages come in.
Oh boy. Alright, let's go to the throne room and see what's going on here.
Commander, you know that many of the greatest imp inventors and scientists suffer no end of injuries in the line of duty. New and fickle weapons tend to, well, go boom at inopportune moments. Often, we heal their wounds with magic and replace lost limbs with marvels of engineering. But ever so often, they are beyond repair. In that case, we like to end their suffering by means of Black Rose extract. In the eyes of the law, though, this is murder. So let us scrap that law.
This is a tough one.
Life is a gift of the gods, and so of course is death. It is not up to mortals or undead to tamper with either of them, which is precisely what those impish charlatans are trying to do.
Trinculo is quite correct, Commander. That law is woefully outdated and should simply be abolished. Sometimes to kill is the only way to be merciful.
No dwarf goes gently into the dark night if he can help it, Commander. We fight against the dying light with every sinew in our bodies, and no needle-wielding quack will ballywell interfere. Only those who clung to every last breath are worthy of the eternal warrior's afterlife.
Mr. Shortfuse's proposal is a meritorious one, Commander. Every sun must set, and if the setting is one of suffering, why not speed it along with Black Rose?
Yeah, you had the right idea here. We're gonna approve this to increase our political power with the imps. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna have any negative effect on me.
I'm glad you're being so sensible about this, Commander. One of our doctors had to resort to jailbreak after ministering to a miserable old dwarf almost burnt beyond recognition when he dozed off with a pipe in his mouth. Set his beard aflame in no time, the poor bugger. What could that imp do but slip him sweet sister sleep?
Alright. Let's go to the war room here. Save our game. Take over the last of the land here. So it looks like you maxed out at 50 gold. I need to spend my technology points. Whoops, didn't want to do that. That's fine. More technology we can get next time. Illegal gambling rampant aboard the Raven. Whispers of vile orgies persist. Thanks to Emperor, doctors can simply kill off annoying patients. Emperor, is it too early to rest on your laws? Right, so we get unit upgrade. I stole some of our research. No. Okay. Alright, we'll talk to you guys and then we will spend our research and money.
Claudella, our foremost artist, turns out to be a sinner of sapphic sentiments. Such transgression cannot be condoned. The gods will not stand for it. All her works shall be pulled down onto the ground and smashed into the dust. Seven forgive us for having admired her so.
Once more, the undead are in an uproar over nothing, Commander. Now they are systematically tearing down the statues of their own foremost artist because she made the posthumous confession of being gay. What on earth moved her to do so, we'll never know, but the results are tragic. Please tell Yorick to calm his kin. A civilized society should not stand for such barbarism, whether the gods approve or not.
Let's deal with this issue here.
Commander?
It's starting to like me a little bit more here.
Remember I mentioned the artist Della Gecko a while ago, Commander? Brilliant. Gay. Well, I have another example. The undead sculptress Claudella, who sadly perished a short while ago because of some strange disease that sometimes plagues her kindred. She was an artist of profound mastery, revered by every single one of the undead, but now that in her last will and testament she revealed to have had a long-standing physical relationship with a woman they always assumed to be her sister, the vermin are systematically destroying all her works. Beautiful bronzes, marvelous marbles, all are falling under the hypocrites' hammers. But you can do something about this, Commander. You can stop this madness. And if you won't, give me the order and I'll bash the skull of each vandal I meet.
Don't go bashing skulls, Scarlet. I'll take care of this. It's sad and ridiculous that the undead would destroy works of genius because of someone's nature.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Cheers, Commander. You're officially a patron of the arts now. I shall raise a toast to you tonight. And in the meantime, try not to succumb to the temptation of yanking away Yorick's lower jaw and throwing it overboard.
Alright.
Yes, Commander?
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
Okay. Alright, let's go and spend technology here. Let's might as well just go to the top to the bottom here, since we're gonna get them all anyway. Alright. To the war room we go. Save our game. And now we're just pretty much gonna wait. We got a tavern, that's your mercenary cards, which is good. So we don't have anything here. This place doesn't have a lot of money or research. But we'll put our points here into I think I'll build another academy here. Since because we're looking to increase our research. Alright, let's end our turn here. We spent some money. There's a battle here. 1 Jeep versus 5. So we'll have Militia do this one. 96% chance. Emperor protects art of pervert sculpture. Empire prevails. Death toll climbs. How you can survive the war. So not very good with the dwarves or the imps, but good with the elves and the lizards. Alright, so we got Devastator units. Enemy jeeps will fire 50% slower. Destroy a factory in an enemy country. Oh, that is so useful. That is so useful. And 2 devastated mercenaries fighting on our side, as always good. So let's go to the bar here. Alright, let's see what we had to say.
I must admit you settled that last engagement rather decisively, Commander. Death follows where the dragon drives.
Alright, I'm glad you like that.
Good news, Commander! The undead riots have been squelched, and the many artworks of Claudella that escaped their pitiful ire have been placed in various museums where they're guarded round the clock. That'll show those intolerant bastards! This is a great victory for mankind everywhere. A victory of nature over nurture. Of freedom over oppression. The undead need to know one can be gay and held in high regard nonetheless. Let that be the lesson. This whole business was about art, of course, but still. Let that be the lesson.
Yeah, art's very important. There's no use destroying it. It's not gonna do anything to anybody. Don't like the art? Don't look at it.
You triumphed yet again. Keep up this pace.
Yep. Laboratory again. So let's pick up something here. Got tank shockwave here. We have a couple more turns. Maybe 3 more turns before we can max out everything. We still have our dragon skills to update as well. So let's go and do that. It's only 5 points apiece.
Your generals speak highly of you. It shall be my...
So let's just get that. So, to the war room.
You may have gone against us. You may think you have won, Commander, but you have done no such thing. What is left of Claudella's works is locked away in so-called museums, away from the eyes of every undead. Not a single one of us will enter these places ever again, or be stricken down by the Seven.
Don't be so grumpy. Don't be so grumpy.
Bravo, Commander. You went out of your way to preserve the legacy of a fine artist, and did so despite the diplomatic ramifications. We lizards commend you.
Okay. Save again. They're pretty much just gonna sit and wait. Let's see how many units they have. We have 1 tank. And every country has a building, so that is good too. I don't have anything to spend money on. Let's get a priest here. Couple warlocks. Another jeep. Another tank. Oh, I can buy 4 units at a time. 4 units. So that will have to do. Claudia, artwork safe in museums. Fire hazard of reality, says Yorkwick. Emperor, indecisive. Speed kills. Maxos magic to make our men faster. There you go. So you get some more cards. Since every 2 turns we get new cards since we of the taverns that we have. Troopers in Tennessee country will be able to move that round. 50% less damage. Alright, got 3 grenaders. Alright. So we have before we do that, let's do the research here first. That's the last 10. And then get this as well. We have 10, I think we have 20 more research points to use.
Commander, I'd like to raise a delicate issue regarding the imps. You see, there's just too many of them. They procreate so quickly, they put the rabbits to shame. And if we don't do something about it, there will be 2 of their number for every single elf or dwarf or lizard. Curtail their expansion, I say. Families of 5 should be their limit.
Oberon's quite right, Commander. Those heathen demonic pests breed like sin in a brothel, and the result is just as diseased. I'd have them all wiped out, but for the moment I'll settle for a mere reduction of their number.
Oberon oversteps his bounds, Commander. The family is a holy institution. Let no man mingle with a family's private affairs.
It shocks me a free-spirited elf could advocate state control over the number of children one is or is not allowed to have. Lizards too hatch many eggs in one sitting, so to speak. Huh? Are we Oberon's next target, perhaps?
Yeah. It's a slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope.
What is all this elven claptrap? How dare he utter such rot? An impish family isn't complete until Nipper number 22 comes along.
So we're not going to curtail the limit.
Commander, a single rat is just a cute animal. A large mouse, no more. But unleash them by the hundreds and thousands, and what are they? Pests! And why? Merely because of their number and the inconvenience that number causes. That is what imps will be. Pests.
According to you. According to you. But, alright, save again. Oh, let's see what else we could do here. Build up our army, I guess. So that we can continue to take this over here. Get another Zeppelin. More Jeeps. Get another Warlock. Priest, rather. There you go. Oh, we have a battle here. So it sent 1 infantry over, 1 infantry. So this is gonna be an auto battle. Yeah, it's a 1. Emperor open door for Imp world dominance. Soon they'll outnumber us all. War economy pays off, some say we have. But at what cost? Spend your money now! You'll get better imps. The dwarves still don't like us very much. So we got the enemy fighters with 75% slower. That's fine. There's a bar here.
Impressive victory, Commander.
Alright.
If there is one favor you can do for me, Commander, it's to invite Oberon up on one of the observation decks, give him a nudge, and let gravity prove elves can indeed not fly. Then at least he can pester me no more with his aggravating accusations of professional misconduct. He's been prattling on and on about some tiff between some of his sorry sort and a couple of undead as hot-headed as they are airheaded. He even talks of genocide, if you can believe it. Melodramatic little man, isn't he?
Yep.
All of this is supposed to be happening in some rural hamlet newly conquered. No more than a collection of pigsties and whorehouses, I imagine, and I bet you can hardly tell the difference. Yes, I was officially given the responsibility to oversee matters there, but some local undead officer said he'd do the job, and I was all the more glad for it. As you can see, Oberon missed the mark once more. I can hardly be charged for misconduct when I haven't even conducted anything, now can I, Commander?
Alright, that's what I don't want to say. I don't give a hoot about 2-Bits Town. I need peace and quiet to return among the council, so fix this, will you?
Fine, fine, if I must. I'll have a word with that skeletal sergeant I left in charge. Oh, but how I do detest having to leave these lofty heights, endless skies azure as my very skin, only to descend amid the mud and muck among which mongrel elves tarry.
Oh, quit your whining. You'll do just fine.
If you've been talking to Oberon, Commander, know he is grossly overacting, in my humble opinion. In a remote town, far away from proper civilization, perhaps it is true tensions between undead and elves could manifest in some sort of temporary violence, but mass killings? By the Seven, no. That I cannot believe.
Commander, I have formally accused the undead in the city of Harrow Ridge of genocide and brought the matter before the council. The situation there is frightful. Fanatics among the undead, are there any other, have been purging the unclean, that is to say, the elven community. There have been patrols in the night, empty houses in the morning, and loose earth in ditches near the edges of the city. Scandalous, as is the negligence shown by General Edmund. He was given the task of regulating the town according to your laws. But of course, he's not lifted a finger to stop this secretive slaughter because of his well-known contempt for the elves.
Alright. What we got here? No more advanced stuff we can get right now. Because yeah, this requires stuff that we can get an expert and master before we can do that, so we can't do anything there. So let's get these last two items. And
Each night, gladly shall I do so.
Get those, got all the skills there. Yep, got all the dragon powers. Let's see if I can. I guess we will wait 2 turns so that we can get our maximum number of research points. Which is, I think it maxes out at 30. And then we will take over the capital here. So we have 2 more turns to go. Let's get a couple of tanks here. Okay, that's next turn here. Oh, they're sending the big boys now. They're sending in the big boys. 78%. Yeah, Warlock can be good. It requires you to manage what units they will use party more for. So they're good for auto combat, not really good for manually managing them. 84%. I want to see if I raise that a little bit. I have so many cards, holy crap. I guess I could use one of these transport cards. This is not going to be very useful. %. So let Scarlet do this. Alright, let's do it. There we go. Massacre! Horror with General Edmund frankly doesn't give a damn. Emperor's victory parade deemed tacky at best. The power behind the throne. Maxos amazes again. Oh, the lizards just murdered all these guys. Oh, it caused them so much grief. Alright. Enemy transporters will do 50% less damage. Alright. Destroy a wizard tower in enemy country. That would be useful too. 3 warlock mercenaries are fighting on our side. That's all good stuff.
Commander, once more, General Edmund crossed all lines of decency. We bid him to do his duty and end an all-out massacre, and what does he do instead? He chases both the hunters and the hunted out of town to fend for themselves in the woods. That's like saying you've cured someone's disease because you stuck a dagger through his throat. That eased his suffering, didn't it? Madness!
That Edmund. You can say what you want of him, but his handling of the Harrow Ridge problem was efficient and pragmatic. It's simple, really. If A and B are at odds with one another, replace them both with C, and voila, problem solved.
Oh, that's not quite the right way to do it. Not quite the right way to do that.
By the grace of the Seven, Commander, it is every undead's God's-given right to stamp out heresy wherever he sees it. Even if the results were wildly horrific, I'm sure it was the elves' fault somehow. But no such thing is recognized, no. Instead, that king of all heretics, Henry, swoops in and chases out my kinsman by the sword. Accursed may he be on earth and in hell.
You'll have no more trouble with the Council, Commander. At least not on my part. Rest assured, the matter in Harrow Ridge has been settled. Can you believe that maggots for marrow of an undead scoundrel lied to me? To me? Oh, he had said something about spooking the elves a bit, sure. Run them out of town, but not that they would round them up and kill them, for Pete's sake. So there I stood, surrounded by skeletal fanatics claiming the Rotten Seven told them to go ahead and butcher everyone, and a few cowering, leftover elves too cowardly to properly defend themselves. The solution was easy. I sent in a legion of lizards, and soon there was no longer an elf or undead in sight. Off they went to whatever cesspit will have them.
Yes,
Commander, Harrow Ridge is a lizard's colony now. A result almost as elegant as the nudes of Della Gecko, greatest of all artists, and a lizard, of course.
You triumphed yet again!
That's an interesting way of, that's a nice political move there by the lizard there. That's
Your empire is growing with each passing day, Commander, but commerce is lagging behind. We should invest in new and broader trade routes so that our merchants can catch up with our armies.
Alright.
Our new lands are in need of preachers, Commander, and preachers need paths to get there. Let us therefore build new roads so as to spread the word of the gods.
What?
Trade routes such as they spring from dwarven fantasy will cut through forests, dissect rivers, and destroy habitats, Commander. I'll have none of it.
Yeah, you're an environmental wacko.
Your empire is growing with each passing day, Commander, but commerce
Oh,
is...
we talked to him already.
The state of many thoroughfares is lamentable indeed. Proper roads flanked by guard posts and inns will increase the security and comfort of travelers and, yes, have a positive effect on our economy.
Falstaff is right. Ever tried to cross a swamp with a cannon wagon? Took 50 imps to pull Big Bertha out of the mud.
We will go with this. More roads could never be a bad thing here.
Wonderful! I'll see to it construction works start before the sun has set. And the grandest road of all we'll call Via Draconis in your honor.
Alright. So we're out of technology here. So we have one more round to go before we attack. Did we talk to you already?
Commander, once more...
Yes, we have talked to him already. So let's save. Buy more units, I guess. About more warlocks here this round. I'm ready for the big battle here. So let's do this. 95. Do the militia. Alright, killers and victims share fate. Get out of my colony, dictates Lizard General. New trade routes to destroy wildlife. Elves fear mass extinction. Emperor fury of victory. Back your fishing. The dwarves like us a little bit more, and then don't like us quite as much anymore. But the lizards really love us. Your policies are the following consequences. Genocide population. Your luck has decreased by 2 and you receive additional 2 gold per turn. Nice. Nice. More gold, I guess, is good. And then we get some more cards here. Cool. Nothing else is going on here.
I must admit you settled that last engagement rather decisively, Commander. Death follows where the dragon drives.
Yep. Alright. Alright, this is it. This is for the final battle here of this map. So we're gonna see what we got here. You have 2 jeeps, 13 infantry, holy crap. Transport and 5 bazookas. So let's send tanks, 7 jeeps, 2 zeppelins, seven bazookas, 2 priests, And I'll keep the. I guess we'll take the warlocks over too. Yeah, this battle is for the map here. So if we win this battle, we'll be able to move on to the next map. Let's get the jeeps. And right, let's do this. Oh, they pulled out all the stops on this one. They had 3 mercenaries, and they had more mercenaries. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna get rid of the ones that are not gonna be very useful. So let's get this. Well, that doesn't really help much. Your warlocks would do 75% more damage. How many jeeps do I have? I have 3 jeeps. Let's get rid of this because I don't think Jeeps are going to really be used in the second act that much. Because we're going to have stronger units. What did he do? He did fighter mercenaries. Three grenadiers. And 2 imp. That really doesn't help. But it's a good way to get rid of things that weren't going to be very useful later on. Might have to manually take over this battle. I don't want to use the good stuff. Might use the priest here too. Get more. More of those. Get more warlocks. And more priests. That doesn't really help much. Those are still not very good odds. 64%. I'm gonna try manually taking over this battle, but there are way too many units for me to manage here. But let's give this a shot. Never fought a capital battle before, so I might be in over my head here. Let's get this ready. So I got all kinds of stuff now. Got that. This is good to have. Probably put everything on here now. So this could end very badly here. We'll see how it goes. Holy crap, that's a lot of units.
Ready to blaze the skies.
Where are my jeeps?
Yes, you rang.
Ale for all! You found me, did you? Without a trace.
I need more resources. Oh, it's turning units up already. Oh, there's the, we can go over there.
Construction in progress. It'll be built in a jiffy. Enemy hunters won't stumble in our pitfalls, Commander. They can
Oh, that's bad.
cloaked units now.
You're blowing my cover!
My two balloons are bursting.
Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed. Anti-ground turret completed.
Oh, it's still fast.
Construction in progress.
I'm the one being hunted here!
Chemical warfare. Enemy grenadiers are ready to fight dirty, Commander. We need more recruits, Commander.
Oh crap! I need to get move on here.
Never trust doctors or patients.
Oh crap!
What's the medical emergency? Wall factory completed.
Oh wow! I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Hunters on the leash.
Oh, I have these fighter units, man.
Watch me see. You found me, did you? You're uncharted lands.
That battle's over. We could try this again.
I've got big guns and I cannot lie.
I'm going.
It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress.
My two balloons are bursting.
On the trail.
factory completed.
Show me my prey.
I'm afraid we're out of support, Commander. What's the medical emergency?
Best way to see crosshairs of my double barrel.
Sure, there's an interesting case. No time for tests. Treatment's critical. Moving out. Firing out.
Come on, come to that guy. There you go. Don't have anybody left. Don't have anybody left.
Hunter on the prowl.
Construction underway, Commander. It'll be built in a jiffy.
Go on, give me a target. You found me, did you?
I have almost the entire map. There's no way I can do this.
You're blowing my cover.
Holy crap.
Anti-ground turret completed.
I hunt for your glory.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Recruits, Commander. Construction in progress.
Oh god. Oh boy. Yep, that's retreat. Taking capitals is very difficult. Very difficult. They have those fighter units which I don't even have yet. That is so much cheating there. So much cheating. Oh man. So that's what we got here. Yeah, that's kind of the route I'm going to be going, Frank. I'm going to be trying to auto-resolve as many battles as possible. Especially when you get the insane number of units flying. So we're going to send everything I got. Let's send that over. Might as well. Wait a minute, where's all my units? Alright, look at the quick save here. Didn't quick save at all? Let's try this. Saved it after every turn. There we go. Let's do bazooka. Alright, do you have any cards that we can play here that would help us? Dragon. Increase gold revenue, bring the population down by 50%. That shows you all my cards, but we're gonna probably do an auto battle here. So let's end our turn and try this again. Yeah, those fighters that he got last time, man, those guys ripped my party apart. They don't have them this time. So this is an easier win. So I'll use some of my weaker cards. These transport cards that are pretty much useless. Might as well use this. Let's see that, 81%. Yeah, it's fine. The LCS mode is fine once you have small groups of enemies, small groups of armies. But once you get this so many different troop types, it's hard to manage them all together. So I'll save that for later. Any more level 1 cards? Yeah, might as well use this. I don't think the Jeeps are gonna have much use after this act. So let's see who's the best to do this. 81, 84, 84, 83. Alright, let's do this. Let's do the auto battle. So it looks like we're winning. And yes, there we go. There we go. We won. So we lost the transport and we lost our cruiser. Lost 3 tanks, 12 jeep. Oh, those are survivors. I only lost 5 bazookas. That's I'll take that. You have conquered the capital of Wagner and successfully stole all their belongings. 3 gold and plus 6 tech. You captured the capsule.
And so it came to pass that the Dragon Prince was initiated in the ways of war and caught the attention of his siblings. Whereas the prince had been but a flea in his half-brother Carthan Axehand's coat, the dread Decapitator now took full notice of what turned out to be a dragon, and so in turn did the others. Yes, it was in the heartland of Rivellon that the war would be decided between the last of Sigurd's children. Carthan remained a threat, as did his sister Sybil the Silent, who had cut out her own tongue a long time ago to stop the voices in her head from babbling. And then there was Farran the Fleshless, who was convinced he wasn't human at all, but rather an undead, which he would demonstrate by slicing the flesh from his body. Such was the crazed company the Dragon Prince would have to fight. Such were the terrors he would have to overcome. And the way he did so is still studied by all strategists in Rivellon today.
Alright. Have we moved this yet? Okay. Battle for move to Heart of Kingdom. All factions rally behind the dragon. Dwarves, elves, lizards, imps, and undead stand united. Emperor to guide all to victory. Emperor for your victories. Fact or fiction? Size matters. Enemy resources build impenetrable floating fortress. Imperial scientists stupefied. Alright. So we beat the first act.
For you, Commander. Great, grave, or gratifying, I'll leave its interpretation to you. The fact of the matter is your victories have gone far from unnoticed. That much you knew. But they have also gone a long way toward uniting a shattered realm. It has therefore been announced that you are to marry, for that will bolster the populace's spirit and cement your power as Emperor. Soon the finest princesses in the land will be here, bidding for your hand in marriage.
A host of princesses, you say? This is gonna be fun.
I dare say it will. But do not please take this matter lightly, Commander. Of course, I hope your wife shall turn out to be a charming girl indeed. But this, above all, is a political bond, meant to strengthen the ties between you and the faction she belongs to. Love, I'm sorry to say, has very little to do with it. But of course, I may be proven wrong. Perhaps it is even best that I had.
So you're saying that even though it's marriage we're talking about, I have no say in this?
Not as such, no. You don't want to get married? Because that would be a bit of an imposition. The decision has been made, you see. Matters such as these, even an emperor has to accept without remonstrance. Still, there are worse things than tying the knot, surely. Very well, Commander. And while you fantasize about pretty princesses, I'll continue my studies. Grumio may find his inspiration in dreams, but I'll stick to books, thank you very much. A wizard likes his nose between the pages, rather than his head in the clouds.
Alright. There's not much happening in this round.
You fight with cunning, Commander, and you lead by example. Your example, of course, was I.
Yes, I will believe so that Dragon Commander is no witcher. I would tend to agree with that, Frank. Tend to agree with that.
What a glorious battle you...
Don't have anything to say here.
Under my rule, you'd be given the Cross of Bravery for that last action, Commander. Well done.
A toast to triumph, Commander.
Alright, let's make a hard save here. Let's go back to the war room. So I have 36. So let's we're gonna do a hard save. So we chapter 2. start. And let's look at technology here. So we have unlocked expert and master. Oh wow. We can build battleships. We can rule the seas, supposedly. Jeep teleport. So many artillery units. Heavy ground unit. Bazookas and cruisers. So many choices here. So many choices. Oh, we'll get this. The artillery sounds like a good start. And we'll get this as well. So artillery will have a nice boost at the startup. Alright. Let's look at dragon skills.
What? Oh, do forgive me, my friend. Gladly shall I do.
So we have a bunch of more. Cloak. Any passives? There's no passives here. Oh, we can get all this. We can get all the stuff. Wow. Everything's unlocked now. Go to the war room. Alright, so this is what it looks like. So we have a tank, infantry, and one transport. So our units don't come over. And the undead are right next to us. Kinda sucks. They have cruisers. Oh, great. So this is all unconquered lands here. I could take this over and use a lot of my cards, but we'll save that for next time. So I'm gonna wrap things up here tonight. Let's overwrite our main save. So we'll be playing this again tomorrow night at about 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. My next stream will be tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern. And we will continue our playthrough of Wizardry 7. So if you're not yet, feel free to follow me here on Twitch and on Twitter. So let's see who we can raid here tonight. Who is on? Alright, I'll give Jen the glasses a raid here. She is playing her story. It's a Princess Hangover. You got that, Hymo Plays. So we'll give a shout out to Jen McGlasses here. Oops. She's playing her story, which looks like to be an interesting adventure game of sorts. So, so we could say, hercxena raid, dragons rule the skies. So thanks again everyone for coming and watching this episode of Divinity Dragon Commander. So we'll be playing this again tomorrow night at about 6:30, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So have a good night.